Gentrification.
That's right.
If you go to Cherry right now, if you go to Union right now, if you go to Jackson right now, what happened to the promenade? Gone, right? It's gentrification, bro. They're moving us out of the places where we were. Why? Because they see that as being more valuable, right? Read that again.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites.
Who was Edom? You know who that is? It's a so-called white man today.
That's right.
That's who Edom is. Let's prove it. Give me that in Genesis 36. I'm going to show you. And then we're going to get back to understanding why we're going over this, right? Because right now we're talking about the enemies who have destroyed us and taken away our name. Why have they done this? Read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 36 and verse 1. Now these are the generations of Esau. Who is Edom?
Who is who?
Edom.
So Esau is Edom. Esau is a so-called white man today. How do we know this? Genesis 25. I just want to show you because right now we don't know the nations as who they are today. We're called black when the Bible calls us the Israelites. Right? Read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 25. And the first came out red.
What's going over is going over the history of Jacob and Esau being born. Right? Read.
And the first came out red all over.
And the first came out red all over. Read.
Like in hairy garment.
Like in hairy garment. If I ask you today, what color of people are actually red, what would you say? The Caucasians. Why? Because when they get upset, they turn what? When they get sunburns, they turn what? They turn red. The Bible is giving us a clear description of who the so-called white man is today. Read it again.
And the first came out red all over like in hairy garment.
Don't they have hair all over their back too? You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at the visual. This is what the Bible is describing right now. They got red hair. They're called gingers, right? They got red skin. The Bible is giving us a description of who the white man is today. Now drop that. Go back to Psalms 83.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites.
So the tabernacles of Edom did what? Go back up to verse 3.
Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
So all these nations, the Ishmaelites are the so-called Arabians. They have taken crafty counsel against our people. To do what?
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
We're the hidden ones. How are we the hidden ones, Randy? Because we don't know who we are. When God tells us that we're the greatest thing on the face of the earth, we're the Israelites.
That's right.
We're the true children of God. Read.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Cut us off from being a nation. Do you know who the nation of Israel comprises of? The so-called blacks, the Hispanics, and the Native Americans.
That's right.
That's why you can find that's why they separate us.
That's right.
Because we're the hidden ones. They don't want us to know that this neighborhood of what you would call Mexicans, what the Bible calls them Issachar, are actually our brothers and sisters. They don't want to tell us that those on the reservations are actually our brothers and sisters.
Right. Bring it out.
Why? Because the more we're divided, the longer they can stay in rulership.
That's right. That's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing. Give me Isaiah 65:15. Watch this. Because the officer talked about it. He said, your last name is Johnson. Watch what the Bible says about this.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65 and verse 15. And ye shall leave your name.
And what?
And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
We shall leave our name for a curse. Why have we been cursed? Because we went against God's laws. I'm going to show you that when we get to Deuteronomy. Read it again.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
And we shall leave our name for a curse.
Unto my chosen.
Unto his chosen. Why? Because our curse is now having the white man's name.
That's right.
Our curse was going into slavery and being held captive by them.
That's right.
So now, because we disobeyed God, let's get that in Deuteronomy, because we disobeyed God, God said you are no longer named Israel. You're going to be named after whatever master or whatever plantation that you go to.
That's right.
Give me that in 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
We're about to transition a little bit, right? We went over some things that are happening more modern, right? You know who you are, right? Now we got to show you why the crafty council was taken against us. Why were they allowed to be able to come together and cut Israel off from being a nation of people?
Right.
How come the Native American man's on reservations? How come the so-called Mexican man is over in West Seattle, down in South Park, over in Eastern Washington? How come the black man is spread throughout all the different cities and counties within the state? Why? If we take it broader across the world,
Bring it out.
right? Why? Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So if we don't listen to God,
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day.
so if we don't observe to do all of his statutes and his commandments this day, meaning the time that they were given at the time Moses is speaking about, read.
That all these curses,
All these what?
curses,
All these what?
curses,
All these curses, is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? Read.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So all these curses, what was the curse that we read in Isaiah 65 and 15, Randy?
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 15.
Bring it out.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
That's one of our curses, that we should leave our true names.
Right.
Our true name is not the names of our slave masters,
That's right.
right?
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me.
So our real names are not known to us because of the curses that we went through, because what? We disobeyed God.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? He surnamed us Israel. Then Isaiah told us what? That we're going to lose our name because of the curses.
That's right.
We lost the curses because of what? We disobeyed God. Now go back to Deuteronomy 28. Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
So now look at us. We're an astonishment to the world today. We're all over World Star Hip Hop. We're all over, what's the other one? I'll say TMZ. Right? We're all over Facebook. X, Shade Room, doing what? Crazy things. We're astonished. Look at our women, how they dress today. Look how they reveal themselves on the internet.
Get the sense.
Look, they dye their natural hair or put in wigs that look nothing like them, that God didn't give them.
Bring it out.
That's an astonishment to the people today. We're the only nation of people who truly transform ourselves into being somebody else. Read.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb.
And now we're a proverb amongst the people.
Bring it out.
We're a proverb amongst the people. You know the old saying? If you don't want a nigga to know, put it in the book. Why they say that? Do you know why they say that, Randy? Because we won't read.
Bring it out.
Because we won't read. The Bible is telling us who we are right now. Because who are going through these things? Who's going through these? That's the point. Because this Bible was written by us, it was written for us, and it was written to us. The Bible is our history book.
That's right.
The Bible is our history book. This is how we're going to get our true identity, our culture, our history, the knowledge of self, our foremothers, our forefathers, right? When you go into this Bible, you start learning the people of the book, you find out it's actually us.
That's right.
Read.
A proverb and a byword among all the nations.
Now, a byword. What's a byword? You know what a byword is, Randy? A byword is anything that you're called outside your God-given name. If God calls us Israelites, right? What does the world call us? Like what? Give me some examples. That one word. That nigga word, right? And what's the other word they give us? Think about it. Think about history. What did they call us in the 80s? Spooks, right? Afro-Americans, African-Americans, Negroes. You get what I'm saying? These are all bywords. The Bible's telling us right now, Randy, look. This is what's going to happen to y'all. If y'all don't keep my words, if y'all disobey my laws, statutes, and commandments, you are going to go to a place where you're going to be called by a byword, a name that I have not given you. You're going to be a proverb. They're going to say things about you because you're going to become so lazy and so docile, you're not even going to read the book that I gave you.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.